Welcome to this free immigration help channel. Now in this video I am answering a question that I kind of wish that I never had to answer. I received this question as one of the comments from you guys, and I'm gonna read it, and then I'm gonna try to answer it to as best of my abilities and offer as much help as I can from this position where I'm at as an immigrant myself to this country, to the United States, and of course someone who offers free immigration help through YouTube videos. Now I am not an immigration attorney, I am not an immigration practitioner or anything like this. Everything in this video is, all the information that I provide is based from the official USCIS.gov website that is open in front of me, and in this video I'm gonna actually point out a few things. But the question that I've got is, it goes like this. I will just read it. I think my husband married me for a green card, and it's really hard for me to read this comment, really, not a question, out loud and without feeling really sad for the situation and for the person writing, for the lady that is writing this comment. I'm really sorry that you feel this way, and it's definitely not a very nice situation. Unfortunately, whenever you have feelings like this, whenever you have suspicions like this, unfortunately a lot of times there is a reason why you feel this certain way. And by no means this is acceptable. This is not good. I am strongly against any kind of fraudulent activity whenever it comes to any kind of immigration process, whether it's just visa application, if it's non-immigrant basic visa application, or actual, something complicated immigration process, like, for example, asylum, refugee cases, or green card through marriage, for that matter. So a few things that I'm going to describe in this video, hopefully they will help you. First, I will start by navigating you to a page on USCIS.gov where you can file a report of such fraudulent activity. All right, so we will start with that, and then further I will offer some things regarding this process, regarding the application for a green card based on marriage, so that you understand the process a little bit. Because if you do, I think it might help you kind of see a little bit of a better picture in your situation. Hopefully I will be able to help. So let's start with reports of the fraud. Obviously it goes to really any kind of fraud, for that matter. If you're suspecting anybody of the fraud and you want to report it, this is how you do it. On USCIS.gov, you scroll all the way down, you click Contact USCIS right here, this link right here. All the links you can find in the description below, but I like to show the navigation just so this makes it easier. All right, so we'll get you to this Contact Us page, and if you scroll all the way down to this page, you will see Report, and you will see report fraud, employee misconduct, and website errors. If you click on this drop down menu, you will see a few different options for reporting the fraud. There is H-1B, which is work visa, H-2B, which is also work visa related, EB-5 fraud, asylum fraud, marriage fraud, and other immigration benefit fraud. All right, so obviously in this case it's going to be marriage fraud. We're going to click on that, and here you will see, if you read through it, you will see that there is a link, kind of hard to see, but it's actually here in this section. You can see online tip form. If you click on that, again, I will put that link in the description below so you can go straight to it. And it basically opens up the form where you can fill out all the information, names, suspected individuals, what kind of fraud is that, if it's the business or company that is violating immigration practices, whatever, individual, both inside the United States, outside the United States, obviously your information, and basic stuff, basically describing what kind of fraud is that, and then you can submit that to the USCIS, and they will receive it, they will review it, and they will act on it. Other option, you can always send an email. You can also call. There are a few phone numbers that are available. Again, read through it for certain different things. There are a few different options that you can do, but the easiest one obviously would be filing this online for. Now, let's get back to the question. I think my husband married me for a green card. Yeah, that's very, very, very sad, honestly, very sad. If you have already started the immigration process, if you have, if your husband already got the green card, right? Obviously, that makes the situation a little bit more complicated. It makes, because it's already done, all right? So there isn't really much you can do. Yes, you can report it to the immigration services. Yes, you can divorce it, because obviously, why would you want to be with a person? And again, it doesn't matter, husband, wife, whoever, spouse, right? It's just a comment in this situation, it's a husband. You obviously divorce the person, because why would you want to be with a person who married you just for immigration status? It's bad. It shouldn't be like that. That's not how marriages are supposed to be. It's really sad. But if you suspect that whoever your fiance, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, is planning to marry you, right? Some way the marriage did not happen yet, but you suspect that they're marrying you because they want to apply for a green card, I want to show you briefly how the process works, because the power is in your hands, because you are the petitioner, you are the sponsor for the person, okay? And basically how it works is USCIS.juvie. You can do that research yourself, and I've done a separate video describing that process, but I want to show you briefly. It's the form I-130, and I'm going to scroll down to it, petition for alien relative. Now, I'll put this link in the description below. Go through it, read through it. You can find here in forms and documents, you can find the instructions. It will explain you how this process works, because it is you who is applying for that other person. You are the petitioner and they are the beneficiary, all right? So with that being said, without you filing for that person's status, for that person's green card, their residency, there is really nothing that they can do. And knowing that process, understanding that you are the petitioner, right? It's not like, they marry you and then that's it. They go and they just apply for stuff and they get everything and that's it. They're done, right? That's not exactly how it works. It is you who has to file everything, right? You are the petitioner. You are filling out the application. You are filing it. You're providing a whole bunch of documents for that person, all right? It goes through you. So with that being said, see if that is kind of a driving factor, right, for that person. Are they pressing you? If you're already married, are they pressing you to file these documents? Obviously, having a status, having a residency is great, of course, and it is important, for example, for an immigrant, but it shouldn't be the driving factor for the marriage. It shouldn't be the reason to marry someone who is, a resident themselves or a citizen. That's not what it should be all about, right? So if you see that they're pressing you and they're trying to get you to file the documents for them, to sponsor them, then you might have already kind of stronger suspicion to if they're just simply trying to get it for the documents, and then you can go make a decision from there. But again, if you are already married to that person and if they already received a green card, really at the end of the day, the only things that you can do, the only options that you have is file that report for the fraud. And unfortunately, just separate yourself from a person who is using you for the status. But if you are married and if you have not filed for the green card yet, now you know the process after watching this video. Now you know how it works. Now you know that you are the petitioner, that it is your doing, right? It's not them that's doing something. Yes, they married you, they're married, and now they qualify for residency, but without you sponsoring them, they cannot do anything. So you kind of have that more control for yourself, and you can kind of see whether you want to go ahead with all that process, or maybe you want to take a little bit of time and help yourself, help the situation, clear out the suspicions, and then file it, or maybe not file at all and do something about this whole situation. But again, I really hope this video was able to offer some kind of help, some kind of guidance, now that you know the process and now that you know how to file all these reports. Again, I want to say I'm strongly against anything like this, fraud, and I think every immigrant that went through this legal process and went through all these background checks and attorneys and courts and paying the fees and filling out the applications, they will agree with me on this, that whenever it comes to being an immigrant, we are proud of the fact that we went through that process and did everything the right way and not use these loopholes. It's not even a loophole. Whenever you're doing something that is illegal, whenever you're using another person, it's not a loophole. At the end of the day, it's bad. It's a disaster. So again, I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, any comments, drop them in the comments below, and I try to go through all of them and answer them. Sometimes multiple answers in one video, sometimes doing a separate video for a separate question. As always, thank you very much for all your support. I really appreciate it. It's thanks to your support that I am able to get this channel going. Thank you very much for watching. God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.